Hi guys, it's Lethal here, and welcome to part 2 of my Shangri strategy guide. And in this part we're going to be pretty much just setting off from where we left in part 1, and I'm going to be covering how to get to the Pack-a-Punch machine and also the hidden song. So stay tuned for that. That'll be later in the video. I'll point out things then. But we're just going to straight away get back into the action at round 12, and we're just running our train around the map. And this is going to be the main route we're going to be taking, and basically that's it. So we're just going to herd the zombies up to here, and this is probably the best spot that you want to turn around and shoot them at, because it's just the most open area, and you're going to have like a less chance of getting stuck and swarmed by zombies. So just hold out here as long as you can. Make sure to keep checking behind you, because when you get into the rounds where they're going to be spawning in waves, they're definitely going to come from behind you. So it's probably good, like here, if you get your spike mores out and just lay some at the start of the bridge, so you'll just hear when they explode and you'll know guys are coming. That's a good way to go about it. And we're going to take a route this way, just sort of like a variant. Sometimes you can go straight through, sometimes we take the waterfall. It's pretty much just whatever you want. I'd recommend using the waterfall, as you're not going to get too caught up with the zombies. So you just pretty much run them around here, and you just start up the train and go around the map. Just make sure that when you're running around you have your sort of one-shot kill gun. So at the moment it's the wonder weapon, or it can be like the ray gun, or if you have the M1911s upgraded you can also use them, just in case like you're running through the corridors and there's a zombie in front of you and you can't get past. Always have your primary weapon out, just in case you need to shoot it. And also just then, as you can see, the good way to get rid of the fire zombies is shrink them down and kick them, but you only have like 2 seconds to kick them, otherwise they sort of just resize themselves. And if you're getting pretty confident, you can actually sort of time where you kill those guys. Like there, I killed him in the corridor, so that way any zombies that spawn in now, a lot of them will die from that flame, which stays there for a while. So that's another good way to get your kills down and get through the levels a little bit quicker than you usually would. So you just want to hold here. You can also take the minecart. You can sort of vary it up if you want, but I'd reckon this is the most risk-free strategy to do, and the risk-free area to run through. And so the perks I have at the moment are Quick Revive or Self-Revive, Juggernog and PhD Flopper. I don't really need PhD Flopper at the moment because I don't have the ray gun, but just in case you pick it up later in the game, it's always good to have that. And I'd recommend probably Speed Cola for the 4th perk, because that's definitely going to help you. Say you got like one shot, you use your last shot and there's a guy in front of you, you can reload a lot quicker, otherwise you might end up getting downed and dying. So it's definitely good to have Speed Cola, and they're the 4 perks I definitely recommend for this strategy. Maybe instead, if you don't like want to use Speed Cola or PhD Flopper, you can swap it up with Stamina, which will be good to get out of tight situations. And also another thing, when the zombies are running, you guys would know this already, but just some people who don't know, if you run like right directly in front of them, and then you can quickly swerve and you can pretty much like step them, and that's just a good way if they're on the bridge like that. So run the direction you don't want to run, and then just back around on yourself, or just turn the other direction and you'll be able to get past them usually. So we're just running around here. It might be useful if you upgrade the AK, which I'll do in a few minutes, and when I get to opening up the Pack-a-Punch machine. But here I should have had my primary weapon out, because if I was a little bit later running through there I would have got stuck with that zombie and I would have got downed. So you got to make sure you have your primary weapon out, the one you're going to be using the most, and you'll be pretty much sweet. So I picked up insta kill, so we just stay down here and get as many kills as we can. We might even be able to finish off the level. And we're just going to run back through on ourselves and start. Usually we'd start back at the start, and that's the hidden song. So you would have seen the pieces. I forgot to mention them as we were going through, but you would have seen the 3 meteors lying around. That's the 3rd one there. And if you want an actual video for that, like just specifically on that, you can look at my channel. There'll be a video up there of that. And see, I'm only just buying this door now, but I'm going to activate the Pack-a-Punch machine. And in solo, the top thing's the only thing that's going to be spinning, whereas in multiplayer, or how many people you have it's going to range from 1 to 4. Say you're playing split screen, it's going to have 2 you have to step on, obviously. So once you step on that, you can run up here. You've got a limited amount of time, so we'll just upgrade both our guns because we have plenty of ammo, plenty of points, sorry, and it's just better to be safe than sorry. But so now, when you'll have a look in a sec, these are like star stone things. They are these things here. They will, when they hit the top, right at the top, you'll get flooded back down to the bottom. So that sort of defeats the camping side of it. So you can't really camp up here. Maybe if you want to like coordinate it, so you start the round and sort of hold off here a little bit. But you really don't have much time, so I probably wouldn't recommend it unless it's like you got no ammo or something and you just need a fallback position. Maybe that might be helpful, but I usually wouldn't recommend it. But as you can see, we're going to fly back down now. And that's basically it. That's how you get the Pack-a-Punch machine. It's exactly the same if you have 4 people. You just all have to stand on it once. You get about 30 seconds to a minute, much like in 5 where it'll turn around back into the wall. But it's fairly self-explanatory, fairly easy. And another thing, I just rang the gong. Usually you probably don't want to ring the gong because if I stop talking for a sec, you can hear the ringing, and that's going to go on for a few minutes, and that's just going to be pretty annoying. So don't ring the gongs unless you're trying the Easter egg, and you can't do it solo, as I'm aware. I don't think you can, and so don't really hit those gongs, as much as good luck gongs they might be. But as you can see just then, I picked up a max ammo. You always want to grab that, even if it's you might get a perk. The only reason you're gonna, because you can get your 4th perk from the monkey when they drop a max ammo. You can get your 4th perk from them, but only do that when it's like the last few zombies alive, because otherwise it's just gonna get crazy. You're not gonna get your perk, you won't even get the max ammo, and it's just not the best of ideas. So don't do that. Always pick up max ammo, and remember, whenever you get a zombie drop, always change it to a max ammo, because then you're not going to worry at all. So you can go forever pretty much without running out of ammo, because you'll get drops every few rounds, and just wait for the monkeys to pick them up, and don't get stressed out about it, because you can just meet them back at the starting area and just knife them so you get your max ammo. And that's a great way to you don't even need to conserve your ammo pretty much, because you'll be getting them so often. It's just a great way to survive longer, I'd say. And now you can see they're spawning in here a lot quicker, so if you can kill them off behind you, that's always good. And then we just use our wonder weapon, get all these kills, and we want to stay here, and we're just going to sort of slowly walk around for when they spawn in again, because we don't want to get swarmed in an area where we sort of can't escape. So that's the end of the round. So instead of going to the waterfall, I'm just going to go straight up to the starting area, as that's a safer place to start and hold out. And it's going to be the best way to have luck. And as I probably mentioned before, if you dolphin dive over those spears, they don't lift up. So if you're playing split screen or multiplayer or whatever, so you don't get your teammates trapped, always dolphin dive over them, because they won't be too impressed. So the video is kind of wrapping up now. You're just going to see me run through the strategy a few more times, and you can always have your spike maws out, because they're going to be a one-shot kill all the way till about, I don't even know, since every level I've had them on, all the way up to like round 30, they've still been one-shot kills. So they're a great thing to have, and are definitely a good place if you're holding out somewhere. That's definitely a good idea. And just see then, if I didn't have my wonder weapon out, then I would have got down most likely. So it's always good to have that whenever you're running through a corridor. So pretty much the general rule I'd say is, when you're in a tight area, make sure you have your primary or most powerful weapon out. And as soon as you hit in an open space, just get your weapon out that you don't really care about ammo, and just kill as many as you can, like what I'm doing now. So since it's upgraded, it's going to be a lot easier to kill them, and this map is pretty difficult. Like, they spawn in way too quick, if you ask me. Like, they just spawn out of the ground. There's nowhere to keep track where they're spawning from, so I can't really say I'm too impressed with that. But here, there's no way I could have got past those zombies, so that's another reason why you should always have this gun out. And even when I'd play Keno, when I'd be doing like, when I got to round 54 solo, I'd like, in the attempts I was doing to try and get that, I'd always end up getting downed, and the only reason I got down was because I didn't have my primary weapon out, so I had like the HK out trying to get points and spraying zombies, and I'd just get trapped and wouldn't be able to get my ray gun or whatever it is out in time, and I'd just die. So as much as you think that may not be good, you definitely need that. But this is the end of the video, so thank you guys for watching. I hope it helps you out a lot. I've had a lot of fun making it, and your feedback's been awesome, so like this video if you enjoyed. And thank you for watching. Have a great day.